First of all, let's take a look at everything that's going to be coming as a TV series. They've got Ironheart, Miss Marvel, Hawkeye, Moon Knight, I Am Groot because they have to whore out something for the children, and Falcon and the Winter Soldier. These are all going to be great shows, and like I said, with the exception of the I Am Groot one, which I'm not complaining about, but it's just going to be pandering to the kids because it's Disney, and it's going to be sick and cute and disgusting and wonderful, and we'll probably end up watching it anyways. It's fine. Anywho, so that's going to be most of their shows. I'm not really going to get too deep into the shows. I mean, aside from the fact that Ironheart is going to be kind of the small screen version of Iron Man, and hopefully not step on anybody's toes that was a big fan of Iron Man and Tony Stark, because that's old stories, and now we're on new stories, and I'll probably edit that last bit out. So I'm really looking forward to Doctor Strange 2 and how it may, in fact, connect with Spider-Man 3. So the Spider-Man 3 movie looks like it's going to be a somewhat kind of Spider-Verse movie. They're getting in Doc Ock. And when I say Doc Ock, it's going to be Alfred Molina. Obviously not playing his version of Doc Ock from the Tobey Maguire movie, but maybe a new version of Doc Ock in Tom Holland's universe, the same way that J. Jonah Jameson still looks like J. Jonah Jameson. And so I was thinking that if they're going to do that, what if, because we've never seen a picture of Uncle Ben in Tom Holland's Spider-Man movies, what if Tobey Maguire is coming to play Tom Holland's Uncle Ben and his own Spider-Man from his Spider-Verse, as Andrew Garfield would be coming in to play his own Spider-Man. And they could even give a little bit of closure to the Andrew Garfield story, seeing as how we never got to get an Amazing Spider-Man 3. They could try to find a way to just finish that off in this Spider-Man movie, which would be kind of awesome. And I'm beginning to think that this could be kind of like a crisis event with the whole Spider-Man movie, and that Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness will end up having to fix whatever mistakes Spider-Man makes in his movie, as Spider-Man comes out just a few months before Doctor Strange 2. So there's that theory that I was looking at, and I'm really... She-Hulk. She-Hulk is coming to Disney+. There's going to be a TV series starring Tatiana Maslany, and it's not Orphan Black. And I loved Orphan Black. That's why I'm really happy about this. And it's really funny because my first memory of Tatiana Maslany was in Ginger Snaps 2. If you don't know what Ginger Snaps is, it's a horror movie, a low-budget horror movie from the early 2000s that came out about two sisters who become werewolves, and the sequel was a little less popular, but she had a small role in it, or a big role in the movie, and I honestly never thought I'd see her again from that low-budget movie, and then boom. So if you get a chance, watch the Ginger Snap series and Orphan Black, and love Tatiana Maslany. She is going to nail it on her TV series. And with that, I'm also to understand that Tim Roth will be reprising his role of the Abomination. And if we're going to get Tim Roth as the Abomination, and even Mark Ruffalo has been confirmed to have been signed on to show up as either Bruce Banner or the Hulk in Tatiana Maslany's show, then could it not be that Mr. Blue is somewhere in the background, having been responsible for the creation of the She-Hulk? He did specify in the original Incredible Hulk movie with Edward Norton that the goal was to do it better, and that could be what Tatiana Maslany's character is supposed to be, the next level of Hulk from Mr. Blue and all of his blood that he saved from the samples he took from Mr. Green. And that would really finally pay off that Hulk movie. I mean, I know there's been some General Ross stuff in Civil War and Endgame and all that, and he's coming back for the Black Widow movie, but I really wanted more from Mr. Blue. And so that's going to be super awesome. What else do we have? Oh, we're not only getting Guardians of the Galaxy 3 because it's coming out all the way in 2023. We're getting, before that, a Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special that will be written and directed by James Gunn, which is kind of a pandering way that Disney is saying, hey guys, I'm sorry we fucked up and fired him in the first place, but he's back and you get this little bonus movie. We'll try not to make that mistake again. So Yay, we're getting Guardians of the Galaxy and a live-action Christmas special with the cast. Captain Marvel 2, I'm fairly excited for this movie. I was a pretty big fan of the first one. I really hope we get to see some more Skrull stuff. I really get to hope we get some more Coulson. I want Coulson back because I was kind of a fan of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for the first couple of seasons, and then it just kind of wandered off into its own thing, and I was really disappointed with that show overall, mostly because it was meant to be, and you know what, let me not just throw that one, let me bandwagon this and get even the Netflix shows in, because I mean the Netflix shows were great, but they were all set in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and they didn't do jack shit with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Ooh, we got Lady Sif one fucking time. Sorry. I know. Take my pill and calm down. Breathe deep, David. Breathe deep. It's almost over. Anywho, so Samuel L. Jackson will also be part of the Secret Invasion. And with the Secret Invasion, will we get some more of a, not a much younger Captain America, but still a little bit slightly younger than what we got at the end of Endgame? And I say Captain America because it is still my firm belief that when he time traveled, he stayed in the prime timeline the entire time. He just stayed well enough in the background, and there's a lot of argument that can be made for that. When he woke up and found out that he had been frozen, he spent so much time learning every single thing that he'd missed over the 70 years that he'd been frozen, that he would know how to navigate around fixed events so that he could live his life quietly. And I think he went back to, like I said, 10 years after he was frozen in ice, because he had aged 10 years and he wanted to be the same age as his girlfriend. So he goes back to the 1950s, marries her, takes on the name of one of his comrades that had died in World War II. And it's just, he was a POW, he survived, and bingo, bango, bongo, Captain America has been there in the background the entire time. It works out pretty well. Black Panther 2. Now, I know there's been a lot of controversy around how they were going to move forward with the Black Panther series after the tragic loss of Chadwick Boseman. Well, it seems that they'd already kind of had this in play in Endgame, and we didn't notice because we were just excited about everybody coming back and having fun and beating the shit out of Thanos that we overlooked it. But if you remember, T'Challa was dusted in Infinity War and was gone for 5 years. 5 years he was gone, which means that in his absence, what remaining Wakandans were there had to have elected a new Black Panther. They would have had to have found one of the tribe leaders that didn't get snapped away to take on the mantle of Black Panther, so that when T'Challa and everyone came back at the end of Endgame, they were unaware that there was another Black Panther. They just went and joined the fight and disappeared, and we really haven't had too much in that movie aside from Spider-Man to see how things are really going on in the rest of the universe. So when we get back to Black Panther 2, we could find out that they elected, like I said, another Black Panther, and there won't be a struggle for power. We can just pick up and move on into the sequel, and he's more of a Black Panther 2, T-O-O, instead of Black Panther 2, if you feel me, and that colorful wordplay. No? 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 Fine. So the Blade movie's happening, and I'm really happy about that. I'm really hoping that they bandwagon Wesley Snipes into the movie, because I think that Wesley Snipes would make an amazing Whistler to our new Blade, and I mean, it's such a meta move to do that I can't see them not doing it, or at least put him in the movie somewhere. Let him be Frost. Let him be the villain in this one. But anyways, that's really all my thought. If you stuck around with me till the end, thanks a lot. Be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes.